Today we're looking at the Doernbecher 20th Anniversary Freestyle Air Jordan 6 designed by Jillian. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. So let's go ahead and start unboxing this shoe first, just so you guys can see the process of this, and then we'll get into some of the history and the details as we go throughout the review. So as you can see right here, you have an all over blue shroud, boom, and this has the Doernbecher Freestyle with the Nike swoosh. This is similar to the previous releases, but obviously a way different touch with this pull-out system and the open up. Yeah, I'll show you guys in a second. Also right here, small branding on the Doernbecher Freestyle on the bottom half and the corner on both sides, and then again, pull this blue shroud off and you have this white box. Now looking at the size tag in the front end of the box, more Doernbecher branding. You have two blue holes, and on the size tag it reads Air Jordan 6 Retro DB20, aka the 20th anniversary year. Multicolor, because yeah, there's a lot of colors. And I got these in a size 14.5 just for me, and I actually doubled up because I'm not gonna lie to you, I heard this was a women's sizing release and I had a feeling that they wouldn't even come in my size, so as soon as I had the chance, I had to cop. Now here comes the dope part of the box. As you open it up, you can see it lifts up the shoe a little bit, and it's like a dope presentation right here. So first things first, you have the information card, and actually I don't know how I got so lucky with this because I hit on these on Sneakers app, and one of my pairs came with all the information cards from all the kids. So you have Connor right here, he designed the Air Max DN. You have Sophia right here, she designed the Sabrina 2, which was another great one. You have Jakai right here, the Air Max 180, I also picked up as well. You have Tima right here, the Air Zoom Pegasus 41, fire. And then you got Quin right here with the Air Max Sonder, another banger. So as you guys see, this is the 20th year of the Doernbecher collection and the freestyle with Nike, and they have raised millions of dollars over the years through these releases, created a ton of awareness, and it's so fun to actually be from here. For me, the Doernbecher collection is always very, very important and a major key to my collection, and I'm sure a lot of other collectors that live in the Portland or the Oregon area, simply because it has a huge impact on our community, and obviously we want to help the kids in any way that we can. So I'm gonna play this video real quick because Doernbecher has done a great job in presenting how and what happened and all the other things. So let's run that clip and then I'll be right back at you.
I'm Jillian and I'm 15. Some of my favorite things to do is to play sports, definitely basketball. Just like to hang out with like my family and friends.
Jillian is, she's salty, she's a little spicy. She's sweet, she's a fierce and loyal friend. I wish I had the confidence that she has to kind of go into any room and be Jillian.
She's really overcome so much.
Well, 2.5 months old, she started getting a distended stomach, so a large stomach, and she was becoming jaundiced. And so when we took her to the doctor, her pediatrician, they did some tests and blood work, and then said, okay, you guys get to go home for a few days. Doernbecher's waiting for you on Tuesday.
So Jillian was diagnosed with biliary atresia. It's a pediatric liver disease, and it's actually the most common reason for liver transplants in children. It's so critically important for us to diagnose biliary atresia early and then try to do an intervention.
And I remember handing my baby over to the nurse, just pleading with her to save Jillian's life. Later, when Jillian was 11 years old, they started to notice lesions on her liver, on the left node. They thought it was cancerous, and so she had a biopsy on Christmas Eve. So luckily, it was not cancer. They were benign, but it was still, they were big enough that they were causing problems.
When you have ongoing irritation to the liver, you're always, you can be at risk for developing liver tumors. And ultimately for Jillian, that's what triggered the decision for a liver transplant.
While my name was on the transplant list, it was definitely like a little nerve-wracking.
The phone rang, and you know, there was a lot of phone calls happening at that time, and she would always look at me like, Mom, is it important, you know?
And when that phone did ring, and my mom was like, how are you feeling? And I was like, I feel fine. And she goes, okay, she's feeling fine.
And this time I was like, okay, they have a liver for you. From the time we got the phone call that the liver was ready, it was about 7 to 8 hours before she was in surgery. She was discharged and allowed to come home 6 weeks to the day after transplant.
So Jillian is doing great. She's a few years after transplant, liver transplant right now. She's doing exactly what we hope she's doing after transplant.
The doctors were telling us she has to stop playing contact sports. And we're like, yeah, she's not gonna fly with that.
Right.
Sports are like really important to me because I'm very competitive and I'm just able to be me.
But it was a risk that we kind of had to calculate that it was in her best interest to allow her to play sports. And then when she scored her first goal, that was a memory.
And I remember coming back from the game and my parents are crying. I'm like, why are we crying? Like, woohoo, I scored a goal, you know?
We were both just bawling on the sidelines because it was, okay, she's back.
I'm better than ever.
Definitely a beautiful story, and congratulations to Jillian. She has won a state title already. She's a huge competitor, and you know I love kids that play sports because, you know what I'm saying, former athlete myself, it's always fun seeing young athletes get to it. So let's go ahead and go through all the details of these because, bruh, there are some crazy details that probably most people don't know about because I've never seen anybody talk about this on YouTube yet. Now, typically on these videos, I just show one outsole, but we're gonna have to go through both shoes and try to figure this out together because everything's flipped. It's all switched. I like how they went about this. So you got your classic Air Jordan 6 bottom, but you have your blue and purple. I get this. Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's like a light blue right here on the left foot, and then that purple Jumpman here on the right foot. You got that mint green all on the rubber with the translucent icy blue outsole. And then on the left foot, you have the pink rubber with the translucent icy blue outsole. So what I'm gonna do from here is take it one shoe at a time. We'll go all through the left foot, and then we'll go all through the right foot, because again, I wanna make sure we cover all the details. So looking at the profile of this shoe, it does look kind of similar, but something's throwing me off, right? That's because the bubble on the ankle of the foot is different than your classic Air Jordan 6. They actually eliminated the bubble and added a Velcro patch with a ton of patches that go along with it. So you got a soccer ball and basketball and a Stanley Cup and lucky, luck of the Irish type thing. And then you got a Jumpman logo and little patches that say pure gold. Another one that says stay fresh. Got another one with a little smiley face. I like how they incorporated so many different small fun elements of her life, how you can add this to the shoe and have different details or different looks or different styles. Now when it comes to the innovation of this shoe, this is actually the most creative version that I have ever seen on Jordan 6s. Yeah, the Jordan 6 Travis Scott had the little side patch and a couple cool things as well, but they literally altered elements and had to create new stamps and patterns for this. Typically you have the circles for the perforations on the side of the foot. They're actually hearts. If you look really, really closely, you can see it's tiny hearts right here all throughout this panel, and even on the top end around the ankle. And that's gonna be the same thing on the inside of the foot as well. But besides all that, you're gonna have your white panels right here with your 3 and your back end with the 2. People don't know, some people do, some people don't. You have the 2 and the 3 on the Air Jordan 6. It's like a subtle thing, but still a part of it. Especially if you look at the inside of the foot right here, you can see the 2 and the 3 right there. Now going to the toe of the shoe, you're gonna have that mint blue colorway, which is the opposite of the outsole. So you have the pink right here, and then on the top of the leather right here, you're gonna have that light blue similar to the outsole on the other foot, and then you have the pink laces giving you that contrast and difference between the two. And then it says give life. Now this is another dope touch because not only is it embroidered instead of having a print on there, but these simple 2 words mean so much for Jillian, her family, and everybody a part of this journey. If you look on the card right here, it says embroidered on those toe boxes, Jillian shares a heartfelt message, give life. In quotes, that's a tribute to my liver donor, she explained. Thanks to them, I have a second chance at life. It's more than just shoes, people. That's all I'm saying. There's so much meaning behind design, it's crazy. You guys gotta, the Doernbecher collection is top tier, bro. Top tier. Hey, real quick, just wanted to let you guys know we're getting really close to 400,000 subscribers, so I need you guys to hit that subscribe button right now. Take a quick second to do that, and also run up the likes for me. Help it get to 1,000 likes on the video as well. Now let's go ahead and get back to it. And oh yeah, my bad. Just so you know, when we get to 400K, I got a big giveaway coming, so make sure you guys subscribe. Now another top tier touch to this shoe, you have this tiny gold heart right here, and it's more of like a plastic gold heart, very, very shiny. This is something that we don't typically see on Jordan 6s, so I like that special touch. And then you have this metallic gold speckle right here on this small shroud on the center of the tongue, and continuing up, the gold lace lock and a trimmed out Jumpman logo as well in black. Looking at the top of the tongue, classic to the Air Jordan 6, you can see you have your Air Jordan branding here and that translucent text as well. And then you have JB on the tongue here on one side, SC on the tongue on the other. And each initial on this shoe, which we'll see some more on the other tongue, are gonna have representations of people a part of her process throughout this journey. Now looking inside the collar, that's gonna be matching with that same blue. On the back pull tab right here, you're gonna have that ultra semi translucent pink tab with a gold touch. And then on the inside of the sock liner, it's gonna say pure gold. You're gonna have hearts on it, and that's gonna be in that light mint green color as well, with a white patch, a gold Jumpman, and a JB in pink and blue to go along with that. Now going to the back end of the heel right here, you're gonna see you have your blue Jumpman, and it says pure because it has pure gold is one of the slogans along with the shoe. So gold is gonna be on the other foot, and that's all gonna be in that mint green stitch, similar to the coloring on the midsole. Now typically I get into the midsole, but I was so excited about the upper, so let's go ahead and talk about the midsole real quick. You got the pink and the mint green, so you kind of got like 3 colors on the shoe: blue, mint green, and gold. Well, I guess more than 3 colors. You got blue, mint green, gold, pink, and white. And then on the inside of the foot, you can see you have another scribbled text right here, and it says sports are my joy. And obviously she's a baller on and off the court in different sports as well, so that's cool to see that touch. Now taking it to the right foot, as you can see, very similar when it comes to the overall design, but everything is a majority flipped on here. So looking at the outsole, you got that light color. Going to the upper, instead of the pink being the dominant color, that mint green is going to be the dominant color, and then you got the pink as the accents. And on the inside right here, it says it's who I am. And then this is where the details start to differ between the two shoes, so you guys can see the comparison of what I'm talking about. Just putting them side by side right here. Colors obviously flipped, and then the text is going to be the same here on the Give Life. And on the back end, they switched that up. On the pink pair, you're going to have that pink text that matches with the Jumpman and the text on the back end, like the leather on the upper, on the front end, on the toe. Also, the shoe changes colors. The bottom of the shoe is the opposite color of what it looks like. So the base color is a blue on the right foot, and it's pink, presenting as pink. And then on the left foot, it's presenting as blue, but it's actually pink on the dominant area. So if you look at these little triangles right here, you can see it has that pink leather. That is a part that I think actually stays the same. But this part in these panels, they change to the opposite color. So if you look really, really closely into the hearts, you can see that it has a light blue finish throughout the little hearts all throughout the shoe behind that pink area. And even on the toe, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it actually looked like it might have actually had got a scuff in the factory or something, and they just painted right over it with the blue triangle. That means the whole shoe is gonna turn into blue. So the shoes are gonna flip and wear over time and show different details and distressing as you wear the shoes, like we see with the Nike SBs and different things like that. Now looking inside of here, these come with a ton of laces. So you have a blue lace. Again, the base of the shoe is blue. That's why you got the blue laces. And the base of the shoe is pink on these. That's why you got the pink laces. And then you have additional laces. You got the purple, you got the white, you got the gold, the metallic gold clean, you got the pink and white, and then you got that mint and white as well. You got 6 different options when it comes to simply lacing the shoes. Also, another thing to note on the pink pair, if you look at the tab, they switched that up, so that's gonna be blue with the gold. And then looking at the tongue, the colors are switched on the base color on the nylon, and then the gold is gonna be the same, but the pink and the blue is gonna be flipped there. And then you got the same lace lock, but on this tongue, you have 3 different initials. You got RB on the inside of the foot, JB in the middle, and then RB on the right side. And on the inside of the sock liner, this is going to be completely different than the other pair. You actually have, which looks like maybe her jersey number, maybe, I don't know. But you got 33s right here in a red text, a pink base on the sock liner, and that same white patch with the gold Jumpman and the pink and blue JB stitch. So again, every single little detail between both shoes and how much time and how meticulous they were with the creation of this shoe, I just know they put so much effort into these. And I can appreciate this shoe. Again, people are gonna like it and judge it, this, that, the other, based off the color or whatever. But when you hear the story and understand the meaning behind all this stuff, I think this is Top tier, bro. So that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see any other reviews or pairs from the Doernbecher collection, let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in another one. Again, really close to 400,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button so we can do this giveaway.
I would never let you down, it's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make, what I'ma wear today. I would never let you down, it's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make, what I'ma wear today. I was made for it, it's in the DNA.